Hey, good morning, everyone. It's War Week,
Good
Detroit
afternoon.
Lions, Part 2. So we got the Lions here in about 15 mics, and with us this morning, we got Bear Down Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
And we got Woody, who is an hour ahead of us,
Good
so he's
afternoon.
wide awake.
Fuck you, morning people.
And of course, we got Mike, the Bear fan. We got our twin mics today, Woody and myself, and we're getting ready for this game here in a few minutes. Um, So let's just get into the game. Mike, what are you thinking about this game versus last game? What differences do you think we'll see? And will this be a Bears win?
The differences on offense, no screen passes. I don't want to see any of that shit today. Let's take it back, one or two, but I want to see Foreman get more of the runs and Roshan to get some more runs because Lions learned from the last game that Justin's going to run and they're going to be keeping an eye on him. So I think we can get a win out of this. I think it's going to be a Cairo Santos field goal for the win. But still, it's going to be cold and it's going to be windy.
Oh boy.
Don't expect a bunch of deep shots.
Well, I'll go to Woody on the exact same question because you stole his Cairo Santos line.
Oh, did I, Woody?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, he said it about 1,000 times and he was right once.
Yeah.
Just like my draft pick. Hey, it's gonna be we gotta have the same intensity. I mean, weather's gonna be a factor, obviously. We got the same intensity as last time. If we can't get the golf, get your hands up. 4 turnovers last game and still lost because, as my caption says again, 60 minutes. Got to play the full 60 minutes to, win the game. Don't get your foot off the pedal. Keep going, and we should be good. But I think again, it's going to be a halftime. We want to keep it close. We don't want to have a big losing margin at halftime, or they're just going to run all over us in the second half, even though our defense got a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be one of those games. The weather is going to definitely make this have an impact on this game. That's something that we have to look at. We're not in a nice temperature-controlled dome. That's going to affect both teams, though. But I think it'll affect the Lions maybe a little bit more. I think there's going to be a big running game today because it's also windy. Watching Chicago News last night, watching the weather from down here in Florida, and chuckling while they were saying it was going to be 30 degrees or feel like it's going to be 20 degrees because of the wind. The key thing there being the wind. The wind will have a factor today. So it's going to be windy. It's going to be cold. It's going to feel a lot colder than the temperature really is. Maybe even some snow flurries. I think we're going to see a lot of the ball on the ground, as far as running versus an aerial attack. But I agree with Mike. We can't have -3, screen passing. No, we got to mix it up. I expect a tight game. The Lions think they're going to roll, or at least their fans think they're just going to roll all over us, like they did. They thought they were going to do last time. Look, this Lions team has been exposed defensively. So
yeah, for multiple weeks.
What now?
For multiple weeks, they've been exposed.
Yeah. So I
we
think
gotta stop. We gotta stop Branch too, because he was in that backfield a lot that first game. A lot of cornerback blitzes, and he was making a hell of a lot of tackles that game.
I'm more worried about Montgomery because he knows what it's like to play in the cold.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of Monty. I think we're going to see a lot of running back today. Mike, what about you, brother?
Well, like the Lions are hyped up. Obviously, we all agree that we said that they were going to win the division, but really, we've been playing some good ball lately, even though the win-loss column ain't the best. You know what I mean? If you look at it, the last 3 games, the Lions have problems with mobile quarterbacks. Justin Fields hasn't ran under 100 yards against the Lions. So, and also to mention, Jared Goff has a problem winning against teams in the cold below 20 degrees. So it's pretty much going to be under 20 degrees with that wind chill. It's going to be windy. I think the Bears are going to pull off the upset. It's going to be a close game for sure, just like the last couple.
But we got about 10 minutes before the game. Let's I guess we can do some predictions now. Mike, we'll go with Mike, Bear fan, because you just said it. What do you think the score is going to be?
I think it's going to be pretty close. I like the Santos field goal. It's going to be a little rougher today, so it has to be in between about the 30-yard because it's going to be windy. Kicking in the wind is not easy with it that windy. So I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 20-17 Bears.
Oh, okay. Woody, how about you?
Let's see. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Because I'm usually the realist of the group. I think Chicago pulls it out today. I'm gonna say 24-20.
Okay, bear down, Mike.
I'm gonna go with 20-17. Bear win.
Wow. Okay,
I'm using my same prediction. That's cool.
So it's going to be funny because 17 is a big number today. I'm going to go 19-17 Bears.
19-17.
And we went on TJ Edwards safety.
Sanborn.
Sanborn, yeah. It'll be a Sanborn safety. There you go. Thank you. No, I'm going to go 19-17.
It all depends on how Bears start the game. We know they're good at scoring touchdowns that first drive. You can't stop. Put on the pedal.
Actually, here's another little side question. So, how many times do you think they're going to show Robbie Gould at the game watching the Bears? Because you know he's there.
At least once.
I think they're going to show him once and Taylor Swift twice.
Wow, Taylor, the Swifties are getting her at games that her boyfriend's not even playing in. Wow. That should tell you what Woody's looking for to watching games today.
Oh no. She's too skinny for me.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And everybody that wants to do a prediction, the people on the panel can do it as well. If you go to my page and you put your prediction, the first person that puts their prediction correctly will win Bears signed merch.
Woo! We love free merch. So we got about
we only have one winner so far. Woody should have it by February.
So yeah, that was week one.
He should have it by Thursday.
By February, huh?
That was week one's game.
and Mike, is that thing being delivered by foot messenger?
Well, they said 2 or 3 days, but then they're like, "Oh, you paid for 2 or 3 days, but we can't guarantee that with the holiday." So, well, you might as well give it to me on the ground then. In 2 weeks.
Mike was sending it via bike messenger. You know, the guy was riding a bike from Rockford to PA. Yeah.
That's a cold ass drive.
Yeah. So yeah, well, it's gonna be hey, it's that time of year. Man, I can't believe it's almost Christmas already. Jesus. So yeah. I mean, good game today. I think. I just, for me, what I think is most interesting about this game right now is, I mean, look, the Bears are getting better like we thought they would. We've seen progression all year. The W's aren't showing up yet, but we can see progression. We can see a team that's getting better. Conversely, we're kind of, the team we're playing today was kind of in the same boat we were last year, except they were getting some W's down the stretch, right? What I think is funny about most Lions fans, especially like Russell Wayne and our other guy, right? Main event Mike. They talk like this is going to be easy. They're going to win the division. The Lions are going to win out. They're going to win the Super. I mean, these guys have them win the Super Bowl, and no one can touch them. They think they can compete with anyone. I honestly don't think this Lions team can compete with the San Francisco. I don't think they can compete with the Philadelphia. I think they're going to get their butts handed to them by Dallas here in a couple weeks. And then conversely, like, oh, the Bears. I mean, you guys have only won what 4 games? There's no way. No, I think this is a game the Lions can lose today. Actually, we got a Lions fan, who said that, right, as well. Lions talk with a bad guy says that, hey, the Bears can win today. They can win today. Should they win? I wouldn't say that. This is a game the Lions should win against a team that doesn't have a winning record, but this is a game the Bears can win, as we've seen that they're getting better. We all know record doesn't always indicate how good you are at that moment. So this is a team I think that we're seeing the progression, and that's going to be playing for some jobs. We talked about Wednesday night, Luke Getsy. This is your head on the chopping block, dude.
The gutless one.
Yeah, I think regardless with Getsy at the end of the year, I think he's going to be let go. We're going to look for someone else. That's just my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard unless he becomes an offensive genius and we start putting up massive numbers all of a sudden.
He's got to get Cole Kmet and Mooney involved more. Justin's always looking at DJ Moore to save his ass, which he should be, but those guys are usually open, and he's got to stop overthrowing Mooney every single fucking time.
I'm sorry, Mike. Fox gave us their A team. We got Adam Amman and Mark Schlert calling the game again today. So that should tell you what Fox thinks about this game. They sent like the E team to Soldier Field to cover the game.
Well, I'd rather have these guys than fucking Greg Olson. Jesus Christ.
But no, I agree with Mike. You definitely need to get Kmet involved. Like, he has not had a drop this year, so you definitely got to get him a little more involved.
More either. That's surprising.
Yeah.
He hasn't really favored more, like a little more, but not like a lot. You know what I mean? He kind of
all his receptions and yards. It's amazing he didn't drop one.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't count.
You got a fumble.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a drop. It was a fumble.
That just isn't. Cole Kmet doesn't have a drop this year either.
Nope. He's been playing really, really well.
A pretty amazing stat. So, all right, well, let's see if we got your any other game predictions here in the chat. Drop us your game predictions. We all have the Bears winning. You can call us a bunch of homers if you want. I actually just think this is that point of the year where this is that Bears team that could wreck some playoff dreams. And this, and that's what that's all they got to play for at this point. Their jobs and wrecking your dreams. The Lions have dreams of being the number 1 seed. I think the Bears could effectively end that dream today. I think if the Bears win today, the number 1 seed option is gone.
Yep.
For Detroit. So let's ruin it for them. Let's make them play all the playoff games they could possibly have to play, because we know they can't win a playoff game. They haven't done so in over 30 years. Bear Down Mike was barely alive the last time the Lions won a playoff game.
What was that, 91? Was that 91?
Yeah.
I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like I said, you were barely alive.
You didn't even have hair on it yet.
Yeah.
I was
gotta go with how young I am.
So,
you all know this. I'm 37. Come on, guys.
Oh, geez. Isn't that funny, though? How, like, if think about it, if you're a Lions fan who's in your 20s, you have no idea what it's like to see the Lions win a playoff game.
How about just win, period?
If you're a Lions fan born post, 1968? Something like that? You don't know what it's like for a world, or I'm sorry, if you're a Lions fan is born after Super Bowl 1, let's be safe. You don't know what a Super Bowl, a championship is. They've never won one. Must suck to be a Lions fan. Here we go. We got 28-21 Bears here.
Here we go.
Yeah, another one Prider.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd rather Lions win Packers. Screw the Packers.
So
They have enough winning years. Come on. It's time to suck for a while.
yeah, I mean, we'll save the Packer talk for Week 18.
Would it be nice to ruin their chances if they had a chance at the playoffs and we ruin it for them? God, that would be awesome.
I think that's what makes the Week 18 game actually pretty good by NFL scheduling standards, right? I mean, yeah, it's a division game, but this is a team. Look at our team's a team that's going to wreck your playoff dreams at this point. They have the possibility to do so. I won't say we're going to wreck people's dreams, but we have the ability, I think, to do so. I think this is also, though, where our lack of good play calling on the offensive side of the ball is being totally exposed, and why even Ryan Poles was seen on national TV doing really again last week. I mean, it's rare you catch Poles. So, anyways, Woody, why don't you wrap us up, take us home, and let us get into the game.
Like I said, same intensity as last game. Goff's a pocket passer. If you can't get to him, get his hands up. It's going to be a running game. We got to keep our linebackers fresh. And like I said, 24-20, my prediction, Bears win. Enjoy.
And that'll do it. Stay tuned. Kick off here in a few seconds. For those who are going to Bear Fan Mike, we'll have the feed up. That'll be up in a few minutes, and we'll see you guys Wednesday night at 7:30 Central, 8:30 for your weird East Coast people. Bear down. Let's have a good game.
Bear down. And Mike, you're also welcome to come on the live with us for the game if you want. I'll send you the link if you want to join us.
I've been a little under the weather, so I'm just going to go lay down and watch the game.
Sounds good, man. Hopefully you feel better. Go Bears.
Go Bears.